Hello, my friends. I am making a super easy kokedama today. Please join me.
Liquid Amber Girl Gardening.
Today's kokedama is very simple, so you won't need much in the way of supplies. First, you'll need a houseplant. Choose one that has the appropriate light requirements for where you will be keeping your new kokedama. I am using a Dracaena because of its beautiful leaves and because it provides amazing air purifying effects inside your house, which we'll talk more about later. You will also require a small amount of sheet moss, which you can harvest yourself or buy at a local hardware store. Also, a bowl filled with water. It must be large enough to soak your sheet moss. Some scissors and some string. I am using jute twine because that's the look that I like, but you can use any kind of string, or you could even use colored yarn if that's what you want. Depending on the size of plant that you are using, you may not need to use very much sheet moss. I only need a square about 8 inches by 8 inches. And since I have a lot more sheet moss than that, I am just cutting the moss with scissors. After cutting your moss to the correct size needed, soak it in several cups of water for about 5 minutes. I think my little dog Matilda loves plants as much as I do. After soaking your moss, you will need to wring the excess water out of it. Don't worry, you won't damage your moss. And as an added bonus, I always pour the excess water with floating pieces of moss into a nice shady spot of my flower bed. Hopefully, it will start growing some moss there. Lay the moss square face down on the table or work surface. Make sure that your work surface is waterproof because the moss is retaining a lot of moisture. Gently pull the plant out of its pot and use your fingers to remove any of the excess soil at the top of the root system. This is what your root ball should look like. Have your string or twine close by and ready. Pull up a corner of the moss to the top of the root ball and then pull each of the other corners up, covering the root ball entirely with the sheet moss. Wrap your string around the moss. It doesn't have to be organized. It can be quite as willy-nilly as you like. Just make sure that the moss is being held in place over the root ball. Tie the ending piece of string in a knot with the starting piece. Cut the starting piece quite short, but leave a lot of length of the ending piece because that is how you will hang your new kokedama. If you are wondering how to water your kokedama, it's very simple. Just get a bowl of water that is the same depth as the root ball. Set the moss down into the water and give it 3 to 4 minutes to soak it up. Wring the water out of the root ball, squeezing gently, just like when you were wringing it out of the sheet moss earlier. This is how you can water your kokedama whenever it gets a little bit dry feeling. Now find a spot in your home for your new kokedama. Remember how beneficial your kokedama is for the air in your house. A Dracaena like I used will remove benzene, formaldehyde, trichloroethylene, xylene, and toluene from the air that you are breathing. And don't discount the sheet moss, which will be working just as hard at keeping your air clean and healthy. If you like this video, I do post a new video every week. You can follow me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Have a wonderful week.
Liquid Amber Girl Gardening.